Hello, Summoners and Summonettes. Gordon here, and today I just got out of the shower, hopped on, and was checking out the League of Legends Reddit front page, and happened to realize the 6.11 notes are out, so figured why not just go ahead and go over them a little bit here. Let's go ahead and zoom in just so it's hopefully a little bit more uh, seeable. I don't even know if that's a word for you guys, but haven't looked at it yet, so honestly do not know what to expect, so we'll just go ahead and go right through it. Olivia, Glacial Storm, her ultimate got increased barely in mana per second at the first and second rank, so it's not going to kill her. It's just a slight nerf, but I don't really see that affecting her play whatsoever. Azir, his W, can no longer spend charges to directly damage turrets, so his sieging potential is just a little bit weaker. Our Emperor's Divide, duration only lasts 3 seconds compared to 5, 6, and 7. That is a huge nerf, and it no longer gives bonus movement speed when allies pass through it. That is a big nerf to Azir's potential to play, zone control in fights and whatnot. That is actually huge. We'll see how that affects him. Definitely gonna see a little less of him. He's still gonna be, good in lane for harassing and whatnot and controlling that, but late game, that's a pretty big change here. Corki, his R ratio's up. Looks like they just buffed it a little bit at rank 2 and 3. Nothing too crazy there, just a tad bit of a buff. This is the only spoiler I do know. I believe Echo got nerfed pretty hard here from what I saw on Twitter. Passive cooldown per target up, Q and R's base damage down, but ratios up, W stun duration down. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So can't proc his passive for 5 seconds instead of 3. Slight nerf as far as 1v1s up and top goes. Or mid, I guess, because he's somewhat played mid. But more for top. Q, ability power ratio increased slightly, but the base damage of everything taken down by 20, it looks like. Yeah. So just some reworking there. W, stun wicked down. Took half a second stun off that. Thank God. That thing was good as heck. Ultimate took 50 damage off the base and added 0.2 ability ratio, so just some reworking on numberings, but overall another nerf to Echo, which is I don't know how many nerfs in a row it's been, but it's been quite a bit. So we'll go to Aeoli here. Q no longer increases technical damage by attack or bonus AD. It now increases all technical damage by percent. Okay, that's actually, I would think, a buff. That's a pretty nice percent damage there. So her W, let me just look at it really. Okay, now it's max health. Ooh. So instead of just damage plus AD, it's max health, and then that scales with AD as well. That's actually really good for tank busting. Man, if you pop your ult in a late game team fight and you're spamming W, it's like you have a Bork on a Lowry. That's actually pretty good. I like that. And then her E, the slow duration is just 1.5 seconds and no longer decays over the duration. Okay. Jax, R stacks drop off one at a time. Nice. So that allows you to keep your stacks up, be kind of a bigger threat when you're split pushing, and you don't have to constantly worry about always getting your stacks up. It will just stay up and decrease one by one. I like that a lot. Kindred. Ooh, baby. Alright. He's slow and damage down. So, nerf to Kindred. Kind of sad with her new skin just coming out. But she was busted. Alright. Champion mark cooldown. So this is letting you hunt champions more. Wolf now marks jungle monsters based on Kindred's current stacks. So 0 through 2 only marks Scuttle Crab as well as Raptors. And then 3 to 4, it goes Krugs, Raptors, Gromp, or Wolves, so no more Scuttle Crab. 5 to 7 is, it'll actually mark buffs now at 5 to 7. Oh, damn, you can go 7 marks now with buffs. Before it was a cap at 6 for just jungle monsters, and it went to Epic, Baron and Rift Herald. And then 7 plus it's Baron or Elder Dragon. I like that. So Q, oh my god. Okay, it's more at the late game. Actually, no. That that damage is quite significant at every rank. That is a lot of damage taken off. Bounties increased Dance of Arrows damage by 5 per stack, uncapped. So if you get one bounty early on, it makes the rank 1 negligible. You need 3 for rank 2, and you need, what is that, 5 for rank. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, Kindred's early game definitely got hit pretty hard with this. And then her E damage is taken down in the earlier ranks, and the slow's less potent. That is a huge nerf to Kindred, man. Alright, Lucian. Looks like some nerfs, thank goodness. Second shot no longer procs Runon's Hurricane or Rage Blade, since it's not a basic attack. Okay. Q, the beam range is down 200. Man, another nerf to his range. And the AD is down, and the range on his W is slightly decreased, which was never really a problem, but pretty big nerf to his Q there. Maokai, health regen down and Q cooldown up at early ranks, so gains less health regen, and okay, and it grows less per level. And instead of 6 at all ranks, it's starting at 8, working its way down to 6, so slight nerf to Maokai. Nidalee, another nerf, I think. Prowl activation range against champions reduced. Damn, that sucks. Pounce cooldown resets reduced. Okay. So, movement speed increased when moving towards visible enemy champions within range. 5,500 down to 1,400. Holy shit, that is a nerf. And then reset based on hunted targets and on kill, 70% to 40, 50, 60, 70, depending on ranks. So that affects her early jungle clear as well. Damn those Nidalee nerfs. Alright, slight nerfs to Rise, just damage on his Q and a cooldown on his ult. So late game, his ult got nerfed a little bit. Swain, damage on his Q down, and his healing on his ultimate down as well. Good. Swain was just incredibly scary in the lane, and he was damn near unkillable at late game. That's good. Taliyah definitely needed some nerfs, or buffs. I refused to play her in her current state. She was so bad. Health increased, and Q deals extra damage to minions. I like that. Worked ground duration is less. Cool. And a little bit less mana on the Q as well. Oh wait, that was the hotfix that they did. Okay. Now she has 20 extra health and 50% extra damage to minions. Good. That's a slight buff in the right direction. Q slow is up. R damage partially shifted back into organic deconstruction stacking. So his ult before couldn't put stacks on his passive now, but I think it goes back to it now. Yep, there we go. So they just added the ability to stack with that. And the slow duration is more potent in the later ranks of his Q. Okay. Not too bad. Q damage and ratio down, but has less fall off on multi-hits for Zed. So this is... He can wave clear a little bit better with the Q, but the actual damage of basically hitting a champion is going to be down. So, slight nerf to Zed there. Ahri, another buff to prettiness and sass. Ahri's tails now move realistically on her base and all skins. Wow, great stuff. Alright, nothing new with Aurelion Sol there. Nidalee got all her new beautiful splash arts. Oh, that's so cool! I never saw the Snow Bunny one. Oh man, too bad my two favorite junglers got nerfed. I lied, Evelyn's one of my favorite junglers. Swifty Boots, 5 movement speed off, another nerf. Berserker Greaves, 5% attack speed increase, nice. Ninja Tabby, a little love there, 2% basic attack reduction, excuse me. Trinity Force, this is a big one that got changed. Oops. Now builds out of a Stinger instead of a Zeal, so they took the crit off it completely. They gave it a lot more attack speed, the total cost was a little bit down. The cooldown reduction, another 10%. So, who's going to see a lot of this? I know it affects champions like Gangplank indirectly, because he just wants the crit, and now there's no crit on it. I could see it being good on champions like Diana. Diana might want to pick that up now because it's got a lot of cooldown reduction on it and a lot of attack speed as well. Not too sure who else. I'm probably missing a really obvious one, but can't think of it at the moment. Is that good for Hecarim as well, maybe? It might be good for Heck as well. So Stinger, cost and attack speed down. So it costs 100 less, but it also loses 15% attack speed. Alright, so those items are not changed. What's End? I think this got buffed. Cost down, so they just straight up took 300 gold off the total cost, but it's exactly the same as far as I think stats go. Yep, so instead of a null magic mantle now, it's a Negatron cloak plus a little less gold to finish it off. So same exact stats, but a little less, which I like. Dynamic Q, I don't even want to talk about Dynamic Q. That's its own thing right there. Upcoming skins. We got El Leonar, El Macho Mundo, and El Rayo Volibear. Let's take a look at it. It's pretty cool. Probably won't buy any of them, but that's pretty cool. So that looks like it's that pretty short and sweet, but some big changes to mostly the jungle, I would say. The top two junglers got hit pretty hard here, and then some item changes, so definitely going to look to see what junglers come out of the blue out of this one. I think Hecarim is kind of a sleeper jungler at the moment. We'll probably see a lot more Kha'Zix as well, with both Kindred and Nidalee being down, so bans are going to be a lot different as well in solo queue, so we'll just have to see how it pans out. But if you like the video, go and throw a like. I'll have all my other social media in the info box below. I almost said Win Smashers, but this wasn't a game. But as always, guys, I will see you all next time.